healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing day. This healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful day. This beautiful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful day. This beautiful day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful friends. My wonderful friends. Thank you for this day. 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 This healing day. This healing day. I want to say thank you. Grateful. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Gracias. Merci. In Jamaica we say respect. I want to say thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you. Thank you so much. Wow, what a blessing. I can see that, Toya, staying with us all week as we go into our week. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you all for being here. My name is Melinda, and I'll be leading us through this sacred journey today. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, everybody online who's joining us. We would ask you that you would turn off your cell phones if they're still capable so that we can flow. Do we have any newcomers with us today? You could raise your hand. Anybody? Newcomers? Is this your first time here? Your second time here. So you got a welcome packet. Thank you so much for coming back. And anybody else? Anybody else? All right. Okay, well, I'm going to have you to feast your eyes over here on this wall here at Unity. We always like to remind ourselves why we're here and what our mission is. And so today, because we don't have it up there, I'm going to read it, and then you can repeat it. And we always want to remember why we do this. And I think it's just to collectively come together as an awareness of what Unity stands for and why we're here. Okay, the vision. Centered in divine love.
Centered in divine love.
And wisdom.
And wisdom.
We joyfully create a world.
We joyfully create a world.
United in positive spirituality.
United in positive spirituality.
Okay, mission. Repeat after me. Through prayer, meditation, and spiritual education.
Through prayer, meditation, spiritual education.
And service.
We
put God's love into action.
We put God's love into action.
And for core values, we always add, we are spirit-led.
We are spirit-led.
We are love.
We are love.
We are generosity.
We are generosity.
We are gratitude.
We are gratitude.
And we are inclusivity.
And
Well, this year, the spiritual leader, Ryan, he picked the themes of going through all the chakras. And we started in January, and we did the root chakra. And since we were dealing with subtle energies, I thought I would be subtle with my orange today for the sacral chakra and creativity. And our anchoring thought for the sacral chakra is intelligence, and it's by Albert Einstein, and it is intelligence is creativity having fun. It's creativity having fun. And speaking of having fun, we have a couple of things that we want to talk about really quick that you can get involved with. On March 23rd, we have our pot love, and you can sign up for that. We are so high-tech for this. Through the e-blast, there is a link, and you can sign up for what dish you're bringing. There is also, out on the community bulletin board, Star has posted a bulletin, and it has a QR code on it that you can scan. How easy is that? And immediately following that pot love, we're going to have a visioning meeting, and the main focus of that visioning meeting is going to be the grounds, this sacred place that supports us every Sunday, those beautiful azaleas that need our attention, the gutters, the things like that. And also, the next thing I wanted to mention was that on Easter Sunday, we're going to be having the most beautiful spring concert. That is the 20th of April. And it's going to be Pinta Rose, and it's going to be Toya, and it's going to be Manuel and Bernice. And it's just going to be amazing, I know. Sorry? Oh. Okay, she's not in. All right. It's going to be a wonderful time. All right, so on the theme, as I light today, I was thinking about creativity, and I started looking through the book that unity.org prints, which I would highly recommend. It's so wonderful. So when I was thinking about the sacral chakra and creativity, which is just on point with everything with me right now, I'll just read it to you. My ideas are the building blocks of my dreams. Everything I have, everything I want, everything I see began as an idea originating in divine mind. As a spiritual being, I have tremendous creative power. My ideas derive from the mind of God, the source of everything that is or ever could be. If I am tempted to think my aspirations are unattainable, I remember the power of ideas. In prayer, I claim divine ideas, peace, wholeness, love, and prosperity, and imagine how they might come into being. I trust I have the guidance, wisdom, and zeal to turn my dreams into reality, beginning with my ideas. And at the ending, it has scripture, Job 22:28. You will decide on a matter, and it will be established for you, and light will shine on your ways. Yeah, it will be established for you. So that's wonderful. So in Unity, we light the orange candle. We add energy to the sacral chakra and all of our creations.
Okay. Thank you also. Am I standing in the dead part? Okay, so I'm going to move it over here. All right. Got my water and everything. Okay. I wanted to be on the same floor with you guys today. So, all right, can everybody hear me okay? I'm getting a reverb in my earphones, so. This way. I can't do it with my left hand. Can somebody, okay, Bill, can you help me, or somebody help me? Somebody help me. Okay, better. Okay, can you hear my heart beating? Okay. The topic today is creativity, a process and a promise. So I want you to kind of just remember, where's the promise? Where's the process? And be on the lookout for that. And then also, I would like for people who are on Zoom, are we on Zoom today? Okay. And I would like for them to put in the chat, what is touching them? What is important to them that we have done, like already, just with the readings? And what is touching their heart? And you may want to do that too, just to keep alert with what does this have to do with me? Okay? We'll see what happens. That's creativity. We don't really know the outcome. Okay, so let's just, we used to say center and ground all the time, and as soon as you heard those words, it was like, you know, we're in it. So let's just, whatever's comfortable for you, just to breathe. And this sometimes helps to take the left hand and put it over the middle of the chest. Take your thumb, God, I'm getting technical here. Take your thumb and put it in your belly button, and then let your hand just be with your thumb in your belly button. Okay, and then breathe. All right. We're here today with creativity, knowing that it's okay to let go of the outcome. It's okay. We release whatever it took to get us here today. And sometimes that was a lot, especially with the tornado warnings and those severe weather warnings. And so we take a breath and take another one and just release it very slowly. That's a sign, a signal to the brain to relax. So here we are together with coherence, with heart and mind, ready, knowing that there is one God and many paths to God. Knowing this, one God and many paths. No matter what path we are on, we are all walking to the top of that mountain. And when we get there, we will greet our brothers and sisters who have taken different paths, and we are all the same. We are all the same, united in spirit, united in God, united in creativity and in the Creator. And so with that knowing, with that relaxation, we prepare ourselves for this service. And so it is. Amen. think it's me. One of these days, we're going to get that fixed.
I was just going to keep walking to the University of Florida.
Me. All right, so this one is called, it's the receiving chant. So we're going to chant by Karen Drucker. It's okay, you don't need to be a singer. As long as you have a voice or a sound, please sing with me. I do believe I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind and just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it will be mine. That's all we're gonna be singing. I do believe I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind and just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it will be mine. Repetition is the key. Keep going. I do believe I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind and just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it will be mine. I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind and just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it will be mine. I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind and just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it will be mine. I believe I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind and just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it is mine. Anything I want, it is mine. Anything I want, and it is mine. Perfect health, perfect health, it is mine. Perfect health, it is mine. Joy and peace, joy and peace, it is mine. Joy and peace, it is mine. Love, 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 it is mine. Love, 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 it is mine. If it serves my highest good, it is mine. If it serves my highest good, it is mine. Blessings.
Glad these things happen because that way I have a chance to be funny, you know. It's not always so serious. Okay, so creativity, process, and a promise. So I want you to look for the promise. Before I get started, I want to, since we're talking about creativity, and then I can have you walk over here. Because if I walk over there, I'll set everything off again. But see this little book? It's called Nature Speaks, and it's so creative. It started back when we had COVID, and I had 2 meetings a week with members of this church on Zoom, where they could talk and be supported with being home, being bound in their house and all that. And I did, and I've done this for maybe 5 years now. But I came to the point where I was running out of ideas. And so I said, I know, I'll teach them how to write haiku. And so this book is the product of that, where one person, and Christine Harris, made this for her mother, and when we all saw it, we wanted a copy of it too. So she sent me this for Christmas. And I just want to, I'm at random, I'm just going to read one. And let you see some of the work. And I told her on Thursday night, I do a Thursday night book study, and I said I'm going to use your book in my talk. So here's this in beautiful liriapes, these flowers. She said, liriapes sway to the rhythm of the breeze, lost in reverie. So each page is a beautiful, beautiful haiku. You want to, and I just wanted to share that with you. And so many people now are wanting a copy that we might want to think about that as something that the bookstore could profit from as well. So always thinking, creativity, that's what it is. I've got my stage notes in here. It says pause and breathe. So funny. Yeah. I thought I needed to know that. Anyway, the mind. Now, what is the mind? The mind isn't the brain, is it? We're learning more and more now from people who are researching spirituality that the mind is a field of energy. But the seers and the people who have gone up that mountain from different angles up that mountain, when they get up really high, they know these things. And so Rumi, the poet, and he was also a teacher in his religion. And so remember that poem? He said, out beyond right being and all, there is a field. I will meet you there. Well, the field is the mind, and it is energy. It's all energy. And so we're going to, keep reminding yourself that we're not talking necessarily about the brain, but I will meet you there. And when they say meet you there, they're meeting at that top of that apex of that mountain. So to do my research this week, I stumbled upon, but there's no such thing as, and an essay that was written by Butterworth, Eric Butterworth. All of a sudden, I'm so excited about this. So it was written by Eric Butterworth, and it was just so amazing. So I want to share parts of this with you. And we know in unity that it's through the most highly accelerated mind action that we can consciously make union with God, the one and only creator. Now, we need to take that sentence and diagram it or something and try to figure out what that is. It's only through the most highly accelerated mind action. What is that? What is the most highly accelerated mind action? Say? Prayer. Prayer, where? Yes, you reach that high conscious mind. Yes, thank you. One of my students, really, one of my students. Yeah. So the Apostle Paul, in the New Testament, the many books that he wrote, he said, pray constantly. How do you do that? Keep your mind fixed on spirit. That's praying constantly. Prayer makes us master in the realm of creativity. The inner silence of prayer is a great source of spiritual power. The inner silence, what does that say, you guys? Peace, be still. It's right above the door. Peace, be still. The silence. That's where this comes in. There's no exception to this rule. It's in the silence. And so now around the globe, people are celebrating Lent and Ramadan and all different things, but mainly it's these 40 days. 40 days for some reason is a spiritual number, 40 days. And so we take that, be still, and know that I am God. There's no need to ask in prayer because the mind already knows. Your mind is directly connected with God mind. Me, I don't know about that. It's true. Just relax. It's true. Yeah. We use this quiet time to clear our minds and open them for new ideas and to get creative. To do this talk, I had to go and do that process because I wasn't getting anything. I go, okay, practice what you preach. What do you think Easter bunnies mean about this creative process that we're in right now, Lent? It means that our ideas are going to multiply like rabbits, right? And that's what it's that multiplication. Ideas here and there, creativity. And what we say is thoughts kept in mind or thoughts in mind reproduce after their kind. So don't we want to keep peaceful thoughts? Be aware. Part of what I did have you ever gotten online and you go down and you go, oh, mitochondria? I can't remember about mitochondria. This really happened. And so I had this whole tutorial that I watched, about an hour, on mitochondria. But what led me there, and what it told me is that the way that this energy and this intelligence moves within the cell has to do with the liquid in the cell. And my doctor was telling me to drink more water, and I kept forgetting to. So what I did was I got up and I filled this big glass of water, and I was drinking water all the rest of the day. And so what that did, we get the ideas and we see that. Because we're made in the image and likeness of the Creator. So because we're made in the image and likeness, We're like the chip off the block. Have you ever heard that expression when somebody's child misbehaves and they go, just like his dad, or just like his mother, chip off the old block, couldn't have been any different, that kind of thing. But that's the way it is with us and our creativity. Eric Butterworth, I wish that I could have heard him in person, but he's probably the reason that I'm a member of Unity. I saw a video of his. And he was the minister of the Unity Church in New York City. Now, just imagine living in New York and going to church at the Unity Church. They didn't own the building or anything like that. I think they were renting it from one of the, where? Second Center? Lincoln Center, yes. And so they, thank you. And they went there, and his choir, you ready for this? His choir was made up of these people that were on Broadway in the plays. They were professional singers and dancers, and you can just imagine. It was standing room only every Sunday. And not only with the music, but what he had to say helped so many people. So he was very, very creative, very prolific, wrote so many books, and I hope that after this service that you will, and also those online, after this service that you go and buy some of his books. They're not very big, they're not very long, but boy, they really nail it. They really nail our spirituality. He said in one of his talks, he said, what a mind this person has. This person has this great mind. And he said when we admire somebody's mind, it's as if, boy, I wish I had that too, or they're so smart, or that kind of thing. He says, by saying that, we assume that some people have great minds and some have simple minds, in the same way that some are rich and some are poor, some are healthy and some are sick. Most people accept this as simply the way things are. But he says, I don't believe that God makes people rich or poor, healthy or sick, smart or ignorant. I believe that all is as expressions of limitless life, because wholeness doesn't depend on your health. It doesn't depend on whether or not you've got a fever, take temperature or something. Wholeness is how you be, how you think, how you treat others, your philosophy, your vision, your core values that we see over here. We're all on different levels of unfoldment, and in that little statement that Jesus made, look at the lilies of the field. So that came to my mind when I was working on this talk. But what came to my mind also was some of the lilies were blooming, some of the lilies were just in bud, some of them were just starting coming up out of the earth. And so that's the way we are. But we are growing. The thing is that we grow. And then I thought of the blue flag iris. This is the time in the spring that you can see it in the ditches. And so you go out and take a drive in the country and look for blue flag iris. And right now I'm being blessed, and I'm tearing up because that tree out there is in bloom, the redbud tree. And if you want to turn around and just look at it and admire it, because that is the sign of spring, and it is so gorgeous. Can you see the pink blossoms? Those are azaleas, but the tree is a redbud tree. Yeah. So there is greatness within us. There is greatness within us, a wholeness within us, a creativity within us, and we don't have to wait for it. It's instantaneous. It's right now. No one can determine when is this going to happen? When am I going to get more creative? Nobody can do that. It's just not yet manifest in all of humanity yet. Butterworth said that you're a unique expression of the infinite. Do you realize what that means? Of all the people that have been born on this face of the earth, all of them are different in some way. You just imagine the infinite mind of spirit. And he says you have the power and the ability to project your uniqueness into full and perfect expression. Being an engineer, being a female in a male-dominated practice, whatever you want to call it, people would come to me almost every day and say, "You think differently from other engineers. What's wrong with you?" No, I didn't take it that way. But we do. Everybody is going to be different. And so what I did was I aligned myself with other male engineers that I saw were creative. And we put our clients on the map. We really did, with all the things that we did for the environment. Yeah, I'm the only one still alive with that too. Yeah. Butterworth says you have all the mind power you need to become what you want to be now, right now. Right now. He says we often talk about positive thinking and new thought. You've heard that when you come and see it there and all. We've often talked about positive thinking and new thought. Those who have tried to have discovered that it requires much discipline. It does. To watch what I'm saying to myself. That requires a lot of discipline. When I forget why I came in that room, does anybody do that besides me? What did I come in there for? I stopped berating myself. I'm fine just the way I am. I just go back to where I had the idea. Oh, there it is. And it was still in the room. The idea is still there in the room. The energy of that thought. And then I go, oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah. Don't forget your hearing aids. That's one of them. It's easy to think positively about finance if your bank, if your checkbook is full. The real task is to think rich when you're not sure where the next meal is coming from. And this story hit me in the heart one time when I was watching that show, The Actors Studio. Have you ever seen that? Where they interview actors who have a lot of good reputation and that. And this one was John Travolta. And they asked him, the interviewer said, how was it for you when you were a struggling actor? And he said that a lot of time he didn't have enough money for food. He didn't have enough money to get the clothes he needed for an audition. But one thing that he did, that he made sure that he did once a week, was he went to this French restaurant that on that day they had a 4-course meal that was lowered and lowered and lowered in price. And he would go in by himself. He would sit at a table with linens, beautiful linens, silverware, glassware, and they would bring him these little courses. And he said that made him feel like he wasn't a loser. You know, that he was treating himself like a king. And so I thought, God, I don't know if he was Scientology or not, but it just sounded just like unity. We treat ourselves. And so living alone, you know, and I've lived alone before, and both times, I don't skimp on what I make for myself just because I'm making it for one person. I make something I like, something that makes me happy, you know. So let's dig into this a little bit further and look at what Butterworth talked about with the phases of mind. And this goes back, those of you who practice psychology, and I hope you give me some leeway here, because I'm just going by what Butterworth had taught. But he says we have the conscious mind, and the conscious mind is like right now. We're conscious, we're listening. Hopefully we're thinking, I could use that idea, you know, that kind of thing. It's the waking mind. It's all your logical powers and your decision-making ability. It's where you make choices. It's where you make choices. And then this one I really like, though I shouldn't. But it's the subconscious. It's underneath that mind. But the subconscious remembers. It's like a computer. It remembers everything that has ever happened to you. That's where they you know say you've got to get things out of the darkness and bring it into the light. It's back where you push these things back you don't want anybody to know about. And so, but the subconscious mind also got me here today. How? Because when I got in the car, turned on the ignition, did the thing to shut the garage door, you know, the little button, and all that is just rote. When you tie your shoes, do you think, I'm going to put this string over that string? And no, we just do them. So when you drive, sometimes you say, I drove all the way to Tallahassee and I didn't, it just felt like it was few minutes. So the subconscious mind, I don't know, I like that. It does so much for us. But this is where we get to the chakra thing. And it is that it's in the gut. The subconscious mind stores up the memory of experiences there, and it tries to do, what is the job of the gut? You know, to digest. And so it tries to digest these attitudes and feelings, and it sometimes harbors negative poisons that conflict with the smooth operation of the system, okay? But that's where all that happens, in that area. But this is something with students of this unity and science of mind and what that we call new thought. Some people call it mental science. They stop here when they get to this point of their spiritual development. They stop. They try to program this phase of mind to bring about changes in conscious experience. Well, conscious experience is like now you're experiencing this, but they they want to use these ideas to change how their experience is. Does that make sense? And he says that's sad that they stop at that instead of accepting what is. Does that make sense? Okay. Because I think some of you are giving me looks, and I think you got it. I think you got it. So they forget to keep going to the greatest area of the mind, higher and higher and higher. They're not done yet, like the lilies of the field. To get to that which forms the connection link between our thoughts and the infinite mind of God. That's what Jesus could do. And he said, what? What was this major saying in the book of John? These things that I do, you can do also. I'm not special, he says. You can heal the sick. You can make the blind see. You can do this. But when you stop on level 2 without getting to 3, which is that super conscious mind, that Christ mind, thank you very much. That's God at the point of you. Yes. It's Christ's mind expressing as your mind. Have you ever had an idea to fix a problem? Where'd that come up? How did that come up? It's the Christ mind. You will see it as inspiration, guidance with the mitochondria thing, guidance, creativity. It's that your superconscious knows what you need and which is seeking to fulfill them. That's what it means when Jesus said, God already knows what you need. You don't have to ask. You've had a mind meld, kind of like in Star Wars and the Apostle Paul also said, and this is in our kind of language, but he says, do not let the world around you squeeze you into its mold, but allow God to remold your mind from within rather than from without. Do you see the difference? When we try to manifest material things using spiritual ideas, it works to a point, but you're still in that level. We want to climb up that mountain. We want to be in that area. So I've got a whole bunch more, but I see people standing out there, so they may be wanting me to hurry up. So the promise is, there is in each one of us that which, when opened, will place us in direct contact with universal knowledge and enable us instantly and continuously to draw forth anything that we may wish to know. Okay? Have one more example. Have any of you ever heard of John Batiste? Okay, good. He won all those Grammys, I think every category a year or so ago, and he's a musician from New Orleans. And he is very, very spiritual. He sounds like Unity. He sounds like New Thought. And his wife is a cancer patient, and she's an artist. And the two of them are just have an amazing relationship. He was asked and did the national anthem at the Super Bowl, and the piano that he played on, she had painted artistically. And so, and it was beautiful. But she writes a blog that I follow once in a while, and she was talking about how the chemo had made her so tired and everything, she didn't think she could paint the piano. But so, Super Bowl, I'm like, I just want to see if the piano is there. I don't care about the football game, you know. Yeah. There is a Christ mind within us which knows. We only need to take the time to listen to it, and I will leave you with that. Okay. That's it. That's it for the message. And so we've had a lot of challenges today, but we keep going. So I want to do a meditation. Yeah, and it's 5 till noon, and let's just do maybe, if you want to play any noise or any that's we're talking, whatever, yeah. So just allow my words to be those of your own heart, if you would like to. Creativity is me applying my superconscious mind, this amazing, amazing form of energy that works for me. I know that I'm one with God when I focus, and I love to solve problems using spiritual ideas. Like everyone, I am beloved of God. I do not necessarily conform to my culture, but I let God remold my mind from within. I trust and let my feet direct me according to divine prodding. Truth alone makes me rich and great. I am still and know that I am of the mind of God as I wait for a few seconds in silence. I am grateful, I am grateful, I am gratitude. And so it is, and so we let it be. Amen.
Hello? I did not know what she was going to speak on today, but when I was listening, what I received was a mantra, a creativity mantra. And it goes like this: I am well equipped, unique, and strategically placed. And what came to me was a bolt on the door of a 747. when it's flying. Very small, very important piece of the mission of getting people safely from point A to point B. So if you ever think you're just a small piece, that your ideas don't matter, you matter. You matter so much. This place matters so much to me. And now we're going to bless our offering. If I could get the offertories to come forward. And we bless all the avenues and all the resources that come to this sacred place, that support this sacred place. Thank you.
This one's called I Give Myself Permission by Karen Drucker. Sing along if you know. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measures. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God, and your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us. It is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. I give myself permission to give myself permission to live a passionate and free. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. Passionate and free. Passionate and free. Thank you.
Are the kiddos ready? All right, come on in.
Let there be peace. Oh, Lordy. I'm moving a little fast. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let
Boy, he's a big boy. It's been a long time since I've held a little boy like that. And Griffin came to the big kids class today. Yeah. And Aurora's back, and Charlie and Felix, and they have on their St. Patrick's Day necklaces. Because we found out if you don't wear green, those little leprechauns can pinch. But we also found out a fun fact that the first recorded St. Patrick's Day parade was held in St. Augustine, Florida in 1601. Wow. And Charlie asked me if I was there. And I told him, no, I missed it.
Okay, let's bless the children here at Unity. Repeat after me. Children, you are perfect just the way you are.
Children, you're perfect, just the way you are.
The divine, beautiful, magnificent outpicturing of Source.
The divine, beautiful, magnificent picturing of Source.
All that you desire is already yours.
All that you desire is already yours.
Because you and God are one.
Because you and God are one.
We love you, we love you, we really, really love you. Mwah. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, let's gather around.
One, two, 1, 2, 3. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator. Family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my soul's vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
The light of God surrounds us. We are light. The love of God enfolds us. We are love. The power of God watches over us. We are the power. The presence of God watches over us. We are the presence. Wherever we are, God is. And we are divine, and all is well. Thank you for coming.